Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Marvel's What If, Season 1, Episode 4. What if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hands? And I hate to point out the obvious, but I'm pretty sure he would be dead. No, I am very intrigued to see what this episode is going to bring to the table with Doctor Strange. I have loved every episode we've had so far, and I'm very excited to jump on this journey again. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all of my reactions on my Patreon, and as it's the first of the month, it is the perfect time to sign up to anybody's Patreon, not just mine. Literally any Patreon, this is the best time to sign up. So yeah, let's go. I'm so intrigued about if the Watchers are gonna turn out to be evil, but I think he's just the Watcher.
What if the best of intentions has very strange consequences?
Strange, I see. Oh, so when they say lost his heart, does it mean not literally? Look at the road. Oh god. What caused that? Did he break and so the car sped around the corner? Oh god.
And in the mystic arts,
So he still ended up here?
Strange stood tall.
Okay.
The man
If you could control time, you'd want to go back and save her. Me too, but I feel like he probably will do something reckless. So far this is just like a more depressing version of the Doctor Strange movie. Well, leave a bit more space between you and the car in front. That's how I failed my first driving test. If the person you're with is being delightful, and that's a change, maybe get a different partner. And it still happened. Maybe just don't go. God, the universe is just determined that he has to lose her in this universe. Is it because he's trying to change the timeline and it's not an acceptable time change? Seriously, like you can't change this, my darling. I'm sorry. This is a really depressing episode. Is it like basically about denial and accepting loss and grief? Because oh wow.
Good evening, Dr. Strange.
Oh, she was still alive here.
Absolute point in time.
absolute.
Unchangeable. Unmovable.
In a different universe, he just loses the ability to use his hands. Well, our universe is better than this one.
More power.
The greatest sorcerers of the past.
Don't reach into the dark.
This path only leads to darkness.
Mhm.
The end of this reality.
You'd have to find me first.
Oh.
This way. Sorcerer Armani. No, it's
Mhm.
not any stranger than any other name.
I want to come here.
Aha. Gain the power.
No. This book should have been destroyed. And I never agree with destroying books. It's the Hydra monster thing. We didn't eat him. I'm surprised. I thought it would eat him and try and attack.
What happened? Is she worth the pain?
Doesn't matter if she's worth the pain. It's if is she worth the risk to every single other person that she's ever cared about and everyone else has ever cared about.
If they won't surrender their power,
Oh my god.
let's start.
Strange. Holy shit, don't eat the cute little guy. Oh, he's off the dark side. This is awful. Strange.
The fate of his universe is not worth risking the safety of all others. Besides, I doubt he'd listen. Hello?
I love that because he's into the sorcery, he could actually sense the Watcher was there. He is beyond on the wrong path right now. But I suppose this is the result of when the arrogant man he was, and always will have inside of a bit, takes control and just loses and is in pain, and so just thinks, I'm going to make the world pay for my pain.
You're only half a man.
Ooh,
living half a life.
interesting.
He wasn't even the only Doctor Strange in this universe.
Holy shit!
Well,
I support this Strange. This looks great. I love it's like the ink from the drawings is... Oh no.
I drew upon the power of the dark dimension to split the timeline.
Ooh.
You,
I'm looking for the love. I have an evil twin?
Yeah.
more like misguided.
But he's basically
Doctor
become
Strange
evil.
succeeds in paradox will destroy this universe.
Including
Time
Christine.
is running out. I fear
Like, it wouldn't even save her.
sorcerer strong-
That's a great. Nope, it's not. We are one and the same.
I actually take a bit, like, I don't agree.
Sacrificed everything for Christine.
And destroy the universe she would live in.
And now, told you she doesn't understand. We love Christine.
Yes, but
This isn't
okay.
love.
Even if we take your love at face value, though I agree with him, it's not love, it's delusion. If you revive Christine, but the world she lives in is destroyed, you then also kill Christine. So, I'm sorry.
The world, however, still stands a chance.
Oh, God.
You can't save her.
You know, just because a villain has an understandable backstory doesn't make them not a villain, I'm afraid, Strange. Evil Strange. The capes are fighting. Are we gonna watch a universe end? No! Is it bad that I'm always more upset about the cape than anything else? Oh god.
You can't do this.
but we must.
God. Is the dark side's gonna win in this What If episode? This is truly just the arrogance of Stephen Strange when we first met him. Emboldened by pain and self-pity. I think she's gonna have some questions.
Christine.
Oh my god. I told you as much. You were warned.
You can stop this.
Oh, he sees the Watcher.
The same way you fixed Christine.
I was not Christine.
She
Honestly,
died
if I
long
could fix this,
ago.
I could punish you instead, I would. But I can't interfere.
I am the
You
Watcher.
and anyone else.
For this to happen.
You were warned time and again.
Christine. Oh no.
This is a bloody cheerful episode. Is he going to exist forever in there? Because if so, he's getting his punishment. Whoa. So that was really cheerful. Please watch this episode if you're having a bad day. No, I think in some ways that was my least favourite episode so far, but that's kind of because, please don't hate me, Doctor Strange is my least favourite of the Marvel films. I still enjoyed it, but for me the first like half really dragged, and Stephen was so unlikable without any likeable bits to him, if you know what I mean. And then by the end of the film I did like him, and films we've seen him in since, I've really enjoyed his character. I'm so excited for him in No Way Home. So like I've grown, he's grown, so that's fine, that's acceptable. And this really was like a more depressing version of Doctor Strange. But I think what I do really enjoy about it is that it's a darker look. And because obviously, you know, the big shock with Infinity War was that we lost, was that half the characters died, half the universe died, and the Avengers never lose. You go into a superhero film with a fair degree of like, however stressed you're going to get, however much you're going to be upset in the middle, things are going to be okay at the end. And this has really reminded us that this is What If, this is alternate universes. We can just discard these universes at the drop of a hat. They don't matter in the, like, they do matter, but they don't matter in the same way to the wider MCU. So we can kill people, we can end universes. So I thought that was a really interesting message, and kind of showing someone that is a hero and does want to do the right thing, how quickly and easily he could succumb. I mean, okay, it took centuries, but he really started down that path, ignoring every person that was there for him, out of his own arrogance and self-pity for his pain. It was just so frustrating to watch, especially when he was arguing with himself and he was trying to convince him, look, this isn't right, and he was like, no, I know better. In my opinion, like, I could see the Strange we met at the very, very beginning of the film going through that and becoming like that. And that is the Strange we had, because yes, he went and trained, but he went and trained in the mindset of the self-pity of I've lost the love of my life and I want to get her back, rather than kind of I want the use of my hands back, because he kind of gets that in our world's movie. So I thought it was a really interesting take on watching one of our heroes go bad, go dark, seeing how that would take and the path it would take. I'd like to think that even if Doctor Strange that we know now were to lose Christine, he would despair, he would wish them away, but I think he would do the same thing as the other Strange. He would make the right choice, but the Strange we met at the beginning might make the wrong choice. But it was a really interesting take on it, and again, the Watcher, the fact that Strange could sense him, managed to speak to him, and, you know, he couldn't help, regardless of what his opinion is on the matter. If he thinks, oh, I could just, you know, do something, he is the Watcher. And that's personally, if there is a loving God, that's what he is, in my opinion. Completely powerless, can just watch. So I really enjoyed that aspect of this episode. I think it raised a lot of questions, but it was also just really depressing, and then everything sucked and everything died and Strange lives in a little crystal, all alone and miserable, which is kind of like a oh ending rather than a ending like some of the others have had. But it was a good episode, don't get me wrong. Like, me saying it was my least favourite of the episodes doesn't mean it was bad. I don't think it was bad. I think it was very, very good. And it definitely kind of, you can kind of reach it into your own life with dealing with loss and with pain, that you have to let yourself move on from it. And that doesn't mean forgetting the person you loved. That doesn't mean forgetting the pain you're in, but it means kind of accepting it, really. Managing to break through all the layers of grief and reach acceptance is really important, and you should keep striving for that until you can get there. And Strange, don't be like Strange. Don't think you, I mean, obviously in the real world no one's going to try and bring their loved one back to life, but you can't control everything in your life, and that's okay. But reach out to the people that are there around you. If you lose someone you love, there are others you love too, and remember that and be there for them, and think about what the person you love would want, because the last thing Christine would have wanted was for him to destroy the world. And, you know, for a very intelligent man, he was very stupid, because, like, everyone's saying to him, if you do this, the world will end. And he was like, yeah, but I love Christine. Okay, but yeah, if you do this, the world will end. Yes, but I love Christine. Those two things, that's not how it works. Obviously she would die too. But I think once you lose yourself to that grief and self-pity and paranoia and control and arrogance, you will really be lost. So this was an interesting episode. Like I said, my least favourite of the 4, but still a very good episode. And I can't wait to see where we go next. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching.